1 year ago, I did a video titled, I Have No Friends, and in honor of that, I thought it's about time I gave an update as to what's changed since then. Nothing. Let's talk about it. I am 23, well, I'm about to turn 23 at the end of this month, and I still have no friends, and for once in my life, I'm finally at peace about it. Looking back, and I did mention a lot of this in my other video, ensure you watch the one I did a year ago right after this. Don't watch it right now. I have to admit my shortcomings. I was so codependent. When I look back at the people I used to call friends, even though I have gone through stuff like being done wrong, being done dirty, fake friends, all of that, even the people that, it's not like there was anything wrong with the relationship, you know how people, they just grow apart, but I was so codependent. And this isn't something that I would outwardly express or like nag people like, oh, you have to spend more time with blah, blah, blah. But I just realized, especially when I was younger, my teenage years, I expected to, like, how do I say it? I sought validation from friendships. This manifested in many forms, such as me trying to go out of my way to befriend the popular girls. I expected to be with people almost 24/7. If maybe a friend didn't reply to a text, you know, sometimes people, they get busy, different things happen. I will take it so personally. Or maybe like, let's say I sent someone a Snapchat and they were posting on their story but they hadn't replied to me yet. It's just these little petty things. And this is gonna sound so crazy, I don't know if any of you can relate. I remember when I was a teenager, there used to be like this one viral quote that people used to post all the time. And it says something like, if you can go 24 hours without talking to me, go the rest of the 365, and so many people posted it. And I took on that mentality too. But now thinking of it now, who did I think I am, or who did anyone think they were? What do you mean you have to talk to someone every 24 hours? I can't lie. If you're not my family, like my spouse, or like, what do you call it? High maintenance friendships, like, and I used to not understand it back in the day when people would tell me that, oh Maria, I'm the kind of friend that we don't have to speak every day, that even if we went months without talking, we could get back and things would still be normal. But in my immature brain back then, I was thinking, what do you mean not talk every day, blah, blah, blah. Like, the kind of codependency I had back then, I would hate to have someone that codependent on me now. Like, I remember, even what I called friendships was really just people there to fill a void. Let's say I was gonna go grocery shopping. I wouldn't want to be alone. I'd want to have someone there on the phone with me. Oh, you know, the crazy thing is sometimes you don't realize how some of your behavior could maybe be toxic or just annoying until you experience it from someone else. Like, I have had an experience of a friend in the past who wanted to be on the phone with me 24/7. Sometimes it'll be 8 AM, I haven't even woken up yet, she's FaceTiming me, it's getting late at night, she still wants to be on the phone. Even my mom was saying, Maria, like, what's going on? Why are you guys still talking? Like, and sometimes it takes you, like I said, literally repeating myself, sometimes being on the receiving end to be like, right, is that how I come across? Is that how, like, not that I would obviously FaceTime people all the time, but it's just that extra, is it the validation? Is it, I don't know. And another thing I was gonna say is when it comes to the whole friendship thing, I used to feel so bad, like, oh, maybe there's just something wrong with me, and maybe I'm just a freak, I'm just a weirdo, I don't fit in, until you realize there's nothing new under the sun. There's so many people who have been through the same experiences. And you know what, one thing that really stood out to me, things are not always what they seem, not everything that glitters is gold. On that video that I did a year ago saying that I have no friends, it had quite a few comments. And me being me, I always click on the profiles of people that comment on my channel because I'm always curious, who's watching me? Like, if you've ever commented on my channel, it's very likely that I've clicked on your profile, maybe even subscribed if I liked your content, yeah? And to my shock, there were some people that commented, yeah, I don't have any friends either, blah, 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 sharing their stories. But when I clicked on their profile and I went through maybe their YouTube or whatever social media they had, from the looks of things, it seemed like they did have friends. Like, maybe they posted videos and they're hanging out with certain groups, they're doing this and they're doing that. So I was thinking, oh, so sometimes people could even have the perception of having this friendship or whatever. And maybe they do have people that they hang out with, but maybe, I'm just making an assumption here, in their hearts of hearts, they know that these are not their close friends, people that they would maybe call on in emergency. We don't know people's circumstances. And this is not the first time, even long before I started YouTube years ago. But I met this one girl on like It's something in the UK called NCS. Yes, it's like this whole camping thing. If you know, you know. I remember even back then, honestly, I feel like this is something I struggled with my whole life. Even when I've had people around me, friends, I still felt alone. Like on the outside looking in, like I say I've had friends, but really, you know. I remember there was this one girl who, again, it appeared like she had many friends. Maybe people that she talked to, whatever. But I remember her telling me, yeah, I wouldn't call any of them if I was like in an emergency situation, life, or I can't say the word, you know, YouTube. So it's not, again, when stuff like that keeps happening, when I realized that even the people that appear to have friends, I would say appear to be popular, but you don't have to be popular to have friends, but people that do appear that they've got so many people, like they're always in these groups, or I don't know, maybe they're always at a party or doing this or doing that, those are the same people that when you speak to them one-on-one, they're telling me, Maria, you know, I don't have any friends. So it's not just me. And also, I feel like I went from being codependent to completely detached. I know there's people that talk about videos like the art of detachment. First of all, let me just say this now. I'm not saying it's healthy to be like this. I don't believe we're meant to be 100% alone. I'm not saying it's right to do what I do, like isolated like a hermit. No, that was not a friend texting me. I don't have one. That was Uber Eats thanking me for ordering from them. I don't know if you saw that. As I was saying, I went from feeling codependent, that someone we had to talk every day, whatever, to now completely detached. Like, I am detached to the point that now is someone, and I have had these experiences, especially being more in the public eye, when people do want to be my friend and get close to me, it's as if I almost don't want it anymore, which I know is bad. It's like, and I don't want to waste people's time, you know? It's like, let me liken it to a romantic relationship. If someone wants to pursue something romantic, I don't know, boyfriend, girlfriend, marriage, whatever, you expect them to put in the effort, right? If they don't put in the effort, it's like, you'd think, why are you wasting my time? Or like, let's say a boy was to come my way, a man, we need to talk to men here, a man was to come my way and he was making it seem like, yeah, Maria, I want to pursue you, blah, blah, blah. But if he was like consistent one day and then back off the next day, that's going to be mixed signals, and I think, why are you wasting my time? And in the same way, I don't want someone to waste my time romantically. I don't want to waste other people's time in terms of friendship, because I don't know if it's as a result of what I've been through, like I know I wouldn't, and this is bad, I wouldn't put in the effort necessary. So unless it's a friend like me, who would maybe be at the point I am now where, honestly, I'm a low maintenance friend now. Like if we were to become friends, we don't have to talk every single day. We don't have to text every single day. Now I'm in the position of people that were like, who told me they were like this in the past, that if we were to go months without talking, but then we were to meet up again, I wouldn't want there to be, we could do that with no bad blood, animosity. Like, what I'm gonna say is, by low maintenance, if you needed me, I would be there. If you were to call me 2 a.m., 3 a.m., emergency hospital, you needed me to be there, I'm gonna be there. Like, even if we went months without talking, you really needed me there and it's an emergency, I'm gonna be there. But we may not talk every day, unless it's a situation where we have to talk every day. Like, in the past, thinking of it now, the people that I talked to every day is because I had no choice but to talk to them every day. We went to the same school. When you go to the same school, you're in school Monday to Friday. Of course, you're gonna talk every single day. Even when you're working your jobs, 9 to 5, you talk to your colleagues just about every single day because you have to. I'm so sorry, many of these people, if it wasn't for us being forced into close environments, we likely wouldn't talk to them. Had I not gone to school with certain people, we would have never talked. And I know it was because we went to the same school that we were friends, because after we left school, we might have talked for a little while after, and now we're strangers. May still have had some numbers saved, like we don't talk anymore. We're just with each other out of convenience, like, you know what I mean? I hope I'm not rambling. But yeah, you know. And I have trust issues, truthfully. Like, I don't want to get close to people. Is it trust issues? What's the word I'm looking for? Commitment issues, in terms of like, I just don't want to get close. I don't. We can be acquaintances, because I know the kind of person I am. Once I'm attached to someone, and I've said it before, you can be soul tied with your friends. I can't go through another friendship heartbreak. I can't do it. I can't do it. I just can't. So in order to avoid that, I just won't get close. We can be acquaintances. I don't mind having friends that you can do fun things with. Like if you ever you want to go out for burgers, you can tell me, oh Maria, there's this new Chinese restaurant around the corner, let's go see it. Or Maria, would you like to go window shopping with me? That kind of stuff, cool, we could do that here and there. But in terms of getting so deep, at least not for now. Right now, no. And this is not even just for friendship. As much as I wanted to, I eventually do want to get married, but even in terms of romantic, I'm not at that level yet where I want to have that close heart-to-heart attachment to someone. Like, I'm not ready to let people in. I just want to be casual. We can be casual friends, casual acquaintances. And I've actually noticed now when people do try breaking the barrier to go from casual to closer, I literally panic. I get scared. And I don't know how to say no, so I maybe make some excuse and I like, can I give an example? I don't want to really, I know I put my business on the internet, but some things, you know, it's not, you don't tell other people's stories. What can I say? Like, let's say someone was to be like, oh Maria, let me get your number. Because even I feel like giving out a number is very personal. How do I say this? As you can tell, I do YouTube, social media, right? And I like this because YouTube, I feel like my subscribers are like, I'll say digital friends. And the difference is there's an element of distance. Like, yes, I've told my business, I have said personal stuff, but it's behind the screen. It's not in person. This sounds weird, like, what's the difference? Almost as if there's a disconnect. Like, I feel like this is healthy. I speak to my subscribers when I do, like, there's no pressure on either side. But I even have had instances, even at my smaller channel size for now, where people have now maybe DM'd me or whatever, and they've said, Maria, can I get your number? Let's do this, let's do that. And as soon as I read that, I panicked because I'm thinking, oh, that is too close. Like, I'm good with the connection I've got online. Like, you know, it's like nice acquaintances, whatever, but when you're asking for my number and you're telling me to meet you here, I'm like, oh, I can't do that, I'm sorry. I just can't. I can't. And honestly, friends, they disappoint you. You don't know whose heart is truly towards you or not. Listen, the only way I'm going to accept having a very close friend, best friend ever again in my life, God would have to reveal to me personally that this is the one, that's your sister. Like I'm the type of person, I'm either all in or all out. That's why I say I like to keep an element of distance. Because it's either we're kind of distance, like acquaintances, or we're the best of friends. Like my sister from another mister. I don't even want male friends. I only want one close female best friend and husband. That's it. But even if husband is family, even if you put that aside, purely platonic, I'll just want maybe one best friend and maybe like another close friend or something. Like, I do not want many friends. I don't. I can't believe once upon a time I used to say, yeah, I want to be popular with so many friends. I can't do that. Those groups, having groups of friends, like, no. I prefer to have my own individual relationship with people. Like, let's say there was a group or you went out in a group setting. If I don't have my own individual connection with each and every person in that group, I'll feel uncomfortable. I prefer to hang out with people one-on-one. Like, let me know you for you. And I've realized I'm a floater. It's like where you can, I'm here and there and everywhere. I've never really just been in one set group. Let me just give stereotypical examples. One day could be with the popular girls. Next day I hang out with the smart kids. Next day, the nerds, the cheerleaders. Like, I can mesh with anyone. I would say I'm a friend to everybody, but not everyone is my friend. Like, I'm a friendly person. People, they do like me, they love me, but I don't know. My mom told me to stop saying I don't know. She said I'm like prophesying confusion. Yeah, it's like, you know, I hope it doesn't seem like I'm rambling. I hope there is someone out there somewhere that does understand what I'm saying. That's me. And it's just, I guess also just personal experiences that just weren't the best. Like, I've been, you know, in my season of like floating, like when I used to go to sixth form, I was hanging out with these two girls, but these two girls are best friends. I remember, I don't know if any of you could relate, where people would like make plans. Like, let's say I'm there, I'm sat with them like in the group, and they would make plans without me. Like, they would make plans in front of me that I wasn't invited to. Like, when I was hanging out with these two girls, and then they would talk about their plans in front of me. Oh yeah, sis, we're gonna wear this, we're gonna do that, and I'm not invited. And I don't know about you, but it's just, I wouldn't do that. You know, I feel like emotional intelligence, like if I knew I had a plan and everyone there is not invited to that plan, I'm not going to speak about it. It feels isolating. Like, how are you talking about your plans? And they'll even ask me, oh, Maria, what should I wear? What do you think of this? But even looking back now, it was for my own good not to be invited, because they were going to go and they were going to be like drinking or like smoke and stuff. I don't drink, I don't smoke, I don't club, I don't do any of that. So that wouldn't have been my setting anyway. But that doesn't change the fact that you just feel like excluded. Like, you can literally be in a group of people and they don't care that you're just isolated from them. It's as if, like, hello, I'm still here, like, and I don't know, just these key memories when I would go on Snapchat and I would see all these girls, like their girlfriends, their groups, and they were going out to eat together and they're all dressed pretty. And I would say, oh, I wish I had that. But sometimes even those very same groups, fast forward some time, now there's drama and they're now cussing each other, or she's this, she's that. Like, there's people who I thought were the best of friends, who I thought were so close, only to later now find out they don't even like each other anymore. They're not even friends. They're not even friends. In fact, I'll even give one example from this very same sixth form. There's this girl that I knew, and she had a best friend. I remember feeling jealous of the fact that I wish I had a best friend. And I remember she talked so highly of this girl, that's my bestie. I think they even had matching tattoos. One day she comes to school, sixth form, and she tells me they're not friends anymore. I don't remember why they fell out. I remember this is the girl that she said was her bestie. And here I am looking, thinking, wow, I wish I had someone that close to me. And now that her and this other one are not friends anymore, she's now being like, yes, she's ugly, she's this, she's that. And I'm looking at her, I think I even brought it up. I was like, wasn't that just your best friend? What do you mean she's ugly? She's like, yeah, no, she's ugly. Sometimes female friendships don't even get me started. But yeah, I still don't have friends. I'm just gonna have to find peace with it, do things on my own. One day on my channel, I'll do videos like solo diaries. I'm gonna start going to the cinema on my own, going out to eat on my own, traveling on my own. And that's another thing, holding back on experiences because I didn't want to do it alone. You know how I said I used to always want to have a friend on the phone with me as I go shop and stuff? There's been things that I wanted to do. Like, I remember, not even just with friends or like family in general, I remember one time I was mentioned to these people that I know, and I was so excited about the idea. I was like, hey, why don't we go to Ireland? You know, I live in England. I was like, why don't we go to Northern Ireland and we can eat this food and do this and do that? And these two people looked at me like I was speaking French. They looked at me like I was speaking Dutch, like I was speaking a foreign language, like I wasn't speaking English that we both understand. That's the thing. I'm going to stop seeking out other people. If I want to go to Ireland, I'm going to go by myself. I'm going to stop waiting for other people. You see, with the little things, this might sound petty. You know, when you would meet up with friends, right? And you set a certain time, and there would be those certain people that were never on time. I remember those, like, let's say, I remember one time we had agreed to go to the cinema. I had arrived at the cinema, oh, wait, no, I think we're gonna meet up at the bus stop. I had arrived at the bus stop at the time we're meant to be there at the bus stop to meet. And bear in mind, if you're maybe 5 minutes, 10, whatever, late, whatever, tell me why. I called this girl, and she said, oh yeah, Maria, I'm curling my hair. She hadn't even left the house yet. I went home, I didn't wait for her, you're wasting my time. So now, at least when I hang up by myself, I don't have to worry that this person's running late or this or that, and I can make plans and not have to worry about being made to feel dumb or look dumb. If I want to go to Ireland, I'll go. That's a big thing. Solo traveling to countries on my own, not feeling I have to wait up on this person, worrying about what they're doing, or have friendships where the only convo is about boys, or this person did me wrong, or this or that. Like, I'm tired. I am my own friend. Above all, I have the Holy Spirit. Who else do I need? If I have God. Let me know your experiences with friendships in the comments, and if you could relate to anything I said.